Welcome, everyone. First of all, thank you so much for joining us today. I'm Liam, CEO of Kaiterra.
And I'm Yazan, Chief Revenue Officer at Kaiterra. And I'm super excited to be here alongside Liam to share this momentous day with you all.
Today, we're here to introduce you to the latest addition to our product lineup, the Sensedge Go. This device makes air quality monitoring so much more accessible and is going to make a huge difference to the industry.
Over the next hour, we'll be walking you through the main features of the Sensedge Go and sharing with you all the unique innovation behind the scenes.
We're also honored to have a number of noticeable names from our industry joining us on the call and sharing their experiences when they get their hands on the Sensedge Go for the very first time. So, let's dive right in.
The Sensedge Go is a product born from listening to you. Over the past 10 years, we spent thousands of hours talking to partners, buyers, designers, architects, engineers, installers, facility managers, sustainability consultants, and occupants. Yeah, that was a lot of people. We asked them what they wanted in an air quality monitoring solution and what will help them create a healthier space. Here's what they had to say.
At Kaiterra, we're committed to building great air quality monitors and software that help our clients improve the health and well-being of their occupants. To do so, we truly value what our customers have to say.
For existing spaces, we definitely see a need for a wireless IAQ monitor. And the reason is simple. You don't need to run wires or cables after the walls have been closed and drive up your installation costs.
Our Sensedge and Sensedge Mini are great wired solutions for retrofit and new construction projects. They're reliable, they're robust, and they require nearly no maintenance. Wireless solutions, on the other hand, can be installed anywhere and they can be moved around more easily. And so they're often preferred by clients who require more flexibility.
But wait, there's a catch. Wireless devices are usually battery powered. So while you don't need to run wires, you will be facing another challenge: battery replacement.
Battery replacement is actually a big deal. We've heard this from customers who've installed other battery-powered solutions, and they had to replace batteries every 12 months for over 100 monitors across multiple sites. And that was quite a laborious process.
For a battery-powered solution to work, you need to make sure it has a long battery life. However, the marketplace isn't really transparent about this.
Some products may claim they have a long battery life, but it comes at a cost that most buyers are not aware of until much later down the road.
You may have to completely give up on some parameters, such as particulate matter, which is one of the most power-consuming sensors. However, particulate matter is the air pollutant that has the most negative health impact and arguably the most important parameter to monitor.
Another alternative is to significantly compromise on sampling frequency to the point you're only getting one data point per hour. This is a really expensive trade-off because you could be missing out on valuable trend data you would get from sampling more often.
To truly understand the indoor environment, we need more data points, not fewer. And we also need more parameters.
Different building certifications require different parameters. There's ongoing discussions around building codes and legislations in terms of what is mandatory.
What we're seeing is that nobody wants a static device sitting on their wall, unable to adapt to the changing needs and regulations.
Customers are looking for a solution that is more dynamic and can grow with them, something that is future-proof.
When I got the first preview demo from our product team, I was thrilled. This is it. This is what customers have been asking for.
It is truly exciting to see all the thoughts and considerations that went behind the design of the new monitor and how that perfectly aligns with what the market needs.
I can't wait to show this to people and see how this new device gets implemented in all kinds of projects, helping people measure and improve their indoor environment.
We've been hearing this feedback for years. And several years ago, we looked at building a wireless and battery-powered monitor, and we came to the conclusion that, sure, we could make a product that sits on a wall and takes a single reading every few minutes, which you can't really use to control a building or do anything with. And then once a year, you'd have to go around and replace all of the batteries in all of these devices. Yeah, sure, we could make a product like that, but honestly, that's just not a very good product. And that's not us. We believe that you should not have to suffer those trade-offs. So instead, we waited patiently for technology to evolve, we tinkered away, slowly redesigning every single part of this device from the ground up. And now, finally, we have a device that was previously impossible, and a device that we have built without any of those sacrifices or any of those trade-offs. The Sensedge Go is 100% wireless. It is fully battery powered, and it is absurdly fast and easy to install. It has way longer battery life than anything else out there, up to 8 years with our new adaptive sampling technology. More on that in a moment. It also measures up to 14 air quality and environmental parameters, so you can get a really clear picture of what is actually going on in your space. Okay, let's break those down one by one.
Let's start with the installation and setup process. The Sensedge Go was designed with one big question in mind. How can we make the installation and setup process, as Liam said, absurdly fast, so you can save time and money on installation and deploy quickly at scale? Well, to start, the Sensedge Go uses a simple peel and stick installation method. That can be done in just a few seconds. You don't need a technician, and anyone can do it easily.
Now, once you turn it on, the Sensedge Go connects wirelessly to the nearest gateway. There is zero configuration needed, everything happens behind the scenes, and an entire building can be covered with just a few gateways. The gateway can connect to the cloud via Ethernet or cellular. If you go with cellular, that means that this entire monitoring system can stay entirely off of your existing network and IT infrastructure. In a lot of cases, this means that you don't need to involve your IT team, which can be a huge time saver. Again, time saving and cost reduction is really what this device is all about. And honestly, the speed here is crazy. Installing 100 devices doesn't take days or weeks, just a few hours.
And you don't have to take it from us. Today, we have a special guest for you. Someone who is a visionary in the industry and has dedicated his career to revolutionizing the workplace experience. This special guest has never seen or experienced the Sensedge Go. So let's see what his first experience is like.
Hi everyone, I'm Stu from Kaiterra, and I'm here today at One Workplace San Francisco to reveal our newest commercial air quality monitor, the Sensedge Go. And we're here just to really test how quick and easy the installation and setup process is. And to help with that, I've brought along a good friend of ours, Brett Haltop. Say hi to everyone, Brett.
Hey guys, thanks for having me.
Great to have you with us. And maybe you could share with folks what you're up to these days.
Yeah, sure. So I started a workplace consultancy about 2 years ago. It's called WorkShape, and our focus is helping companies get more out of getting together and getting more value out of their workplace experience.
Awesome, and obviously we know, working with you for a few years, data-driven design has been a feature of this, and how do you really figure out what to measure to benchmark and assess employee workplace experience? So, and I know air quality became a big feature for that, which we're very glad about. Can you maybe share a little bit about that journey, where it started, how you got to know us?
Yeah, certainly. So in my time at LinkedIn, leading design, then becoming VP of Workplace, I was on a journey to figure out how to bring data to our design process and how to bring more value to the workplace experience. And in that journey, we kind of almost stumbled upon indoor air quality. And when we did, we were really excited about the opportunity that it presented. And we were introduced to Kaiterra as having one of the best, if not the best, sensor at the time. And so we quickly got some of them, tested them at home. We learned a lot and added a whole new language to our vocabulary about indoor air quality. And then since then, I've been looking for new ways to continue to add technology. So I'm totally geeked out and pumped about getting to see what you guys have and see just how cool the new version is.
Absolutely, and we obviously learned a lot from the rollouts across different LinkedIn offices and other clients, and we've heard feedback. So really excited to show this new product. And I know you've got many fellow industry peers, at the end of the camera there. Excited to see the new product for the first time too. So we know you're not going to go easy on us, but we feel pretty confident. And just so everyone knows, this is actually the first time Brett's ever seen the device. So he'll be in the same shoes as you, experiencing it for the first time. So let's go check it out. All right, Brett. So this is the Sensedge Go. Sensedge Go. This is Brett.
Fantastic.
Why don't you go ahead and get a feel for it?
Wow, it's a lot smaller.
Yeah.
A lot smaller than the last one. It feels very lightweight.
Yeah, and obviously no wires coming out of it, because the Sensedge Go is 100% wireless, fully battery powered.
Oh, wow.
So no more expensive wire drops and redoing Ethernet cabling. Just peel and stick, and you're ready to go.
Wow, that's a game changer. the wiring alone, I mean, I can think of a number of instances where projects didn't happen, sensor projects didn't happen because the installation would take so long just to get it, just to get low voltage wiring, even not even running power, but just low voltage for PoE.
Yeah,
that's amazing.
Absolutely. That's what we've been hearing, and that's why, like a guiding principle really behind the Sensedge Go is, folks like you can get a device installed and data up online within minutes. So speaking of which, are you up for a challenge, Brett?
Sure.
Right, so what we want to do today is actually test it on you, see how easy it is to install this and get the data online. So I've got a stopwatch here, and we're going to time you and see how quickly you can do it.
Awesome, let's do it.
All right, Brett, should we try and install over here? What do you reckon?
Sure, let's give it a shot. I mean, this looks like good a place as any. There's lots of holes from the previous installation, so we'll hang this piece of art up over those.
There you go. Sounds great. And so I've given you a head start, by the way, by plugging in the power to the gateway over there.
Okay.
So I've shaved off a few seconds there.
Okay.
But just so you know that the gateway could actually be 10, 50, 100 meters away, and then they'll still be able to talk to each other.
All right.
Because that's connected over cellular, and then as soon as you turn this on, it's going to find it.
Over cellular, that's fantastic.
Yeah, absolutely. So let's go ahead now. I've got my stopwatch here. So I'm going to time you once you're ready, and then I'm going to walk you through the whole installation.
Okay.
You ready?
Make sure you go fast.
Will. Ready, set, go. So first thing, I want you to turn it on with the button on the back.
Okay.
Actually, yep, there we go. And then peel off the double-sided tape on the back there.
One.
Yeah, and get that second one off. And then I want you to put it up to where you want to install.
Okay.
Just get it in place. Press it up against the wall and hold it for 3-5 seconds. And good.
Okay.
That's done. That's installed.
Okay.
Now we're going to bring it online. So get out your phone.
All right.
I want you to log into the Kaiterra app. So you don't need to configure the gateway. That's already connected.
All
so
right,
you just want to click add a new
device.
device. Then you want to tap that against the device. Don't worry, we're not going to charge your credit card. I'm going to click through, and now we're going to get it mapped to the space.
Okay.
So pick the building we're in.
Got it, done.
Pick the floor.
Okay.
Pick the space.
Okay, going fast.
Click complete. Yep, and you're done. 46 seconds.
I'm pretty good.
Yeah, that was pretty fast, faster than
really
expected.
that was really fast.
You must say, yeah, exactly. And so very little network configuration, peel and stick, it's on the wall. Yeah, what are your thoughts?
Well, I just think, the fact that someone could go, because if I'm understanding this right, that gateway, I'm connected to cellular through this if I want to be?
Yeah, so the gateway is connected up through cellular, and then these devices, as soon as that's turned on, that's finding the gateway and it's talking to each other.
Well, that's another game changer, because that means as a workplace leader, I could just install these. I really don't have to ask anybody, from a security perspective, because I'm not on the network.
Yep.
From an installation perspective, anyone on my team can install these.
Yep.
So that is a definite game changer, and I think it's the sort of thing that even if someone wanted to try some of these in a few rooms just to see how it goes and understand the data, I mean, it's almost effortless.
So good stuff, and you did a great job. 46 seconds.
46.
Pretty good
No one's
record.
beating that.
Let's actually just have a check out at what the data looks like. So if you just go back to the app, you can see the device is now online. And, and what kind of air are we breathing, Brett? Can you?
483 parts per million on the CO2. It's green, so
tell
me that's good.
That's good. So you can see all the parameters there.
Okay, we got 24 degrees Celsius. I don't even know how warm that is, but
it's
feels
perfect.
good in here.
Yeah,
it's perfect.
Optimal temperature. So great space, great job. I mean, on that note, definitely another big thank you to One Workplace San Francisco for hosting us in your pristine office, and thanks, Brett, for showing how quickly we could do it. We'll keep your 46 seconds starting record, and we'll see who can beat it.
Excellent.
But yeah, thanks again for joining us, and back to you, Liam and Yaz.
A big thank you to Brett and Stu.
Great job, guys. Now, all this wouldn't be possible without the ingenuity of our amazing product team. Our product managers have put an immense amount of thought into making each step as easy and seamless as possible. And it all starts from the moment you open the box. So let's hear from our hardware program manager, Kai, who will give us a behind-the-scenes look at how it all came together.
Hi everyone, I'm Kai, Hardware Program Manager at Kaiterra, and I'm excited to tell you about a few mighty but extremely thoughtful details that go into the Sensedge Go. We know installing IoT devices can be far more complicated than just placing the device on the wall. Many other factors contribute to the overall experience, such as the design of packaging or method of installation. These small things can significantly impact your installation outcome. When designing the Sensedge Go, we talked to many installers, system integrators, and architects, carefully listening to their feedback to shape the design of the Sensedge Go. Let's start with packaging. We've significantly streamlined the packaging and reduced the materials needed. This not only benefits the environment, but also speeds up the installation process. If you've ever opened up a package filled with layers of plastic wrap, tape, and stuffing, you know how frustrating it can be. The installers face this with every device they set up. By minimizing packaging, we significantly speed up the installation process and make life easier for the installers. When you open the box of the Sensedge Go, you'll find only what you need. The device with the modules and batteries already installed. No extra steps are required. Just take out the device and mount it on the wall. Our peel and stick installation takes just a few seconds and requires no tools. We tested a wide range of tapes to choose one that is easy to peel, quick to stick, and securely holds the device in place. The tape sticks to various surfaces, including concrete, metal, paint, plastic, and glass, providing you with maximum flexibility. Alternatively, you can secure the Sensedge Go by screwing it into place, either directly into the wall or into an electrical junction box. We've included screws for all major installation scenarios. Flexibility in installation is crucial because we recognize that every site can be different. Although the Sensedge Go is 100% wireless, we understand that some customers might prefer an alternative power source. That's why the Sensedge Go features a discrete USB-C port, allowing you to connect power cables if needed. The cable can be routed through the openings at both the top and bottom to accommodate the positions of nearby electrical outlets and minimize visible hanging cables. If the device is mounted on a junction box, you can also run the wires directly out the back and into the wall, keeping them completely hidden. We believe these design details make the installation process as simple, easy, and seamless as possible, allowing more people to monitor and improve their indoor air quality and create a better indoor environment. Now back to you, Yaz and Liam.
Thank you, Kai. Again, it's all about making this fast, easy, and an amazing user experience, which is just a fancy way of saying low installation costs.
Totally agree, Liam. And this easy and effortless experience doesn't stop at the installation and setup. We carried it through to the maintenance side as well. Because what's the point of having a device that's low cost to install, but high cost to maintain, especially if you have to replace batteries every 6 months?
Yeah, that is no good. And that is why we have spent a ton of time on this key part of the problem, battery life. Earlier, I talked about the trade-offs you previously had to make to get somewhat decent battery life. Those trade-offs don't exist with the Sensedge Go.
The batteries of the Sensedge Go last up to 8 years using our optimized sampling and over 4 years using a high-frequency fixed sampling rate. And we are talking about a fixed sampling rate that is 3 times more than other battery solutions out there. To dramatically reduce power consumption, we re-architected and redesigned everything from the ground up, including the most power-hungry components in the device.
On top of these hardware changes, we've also done some really amazing things at the software level. The most important of which is adaptive sampling. This is a system that is powered by AI, and the key to this is a fundamental shift in how we think about monitors in a building. We're no longer looking at sensors as these individual nodes that each operate in their own silo, but rather looking at the entire building as a whole. And these sensors are like a living network that can operate together to deliver the best results and the best performance for the entire building. Adaptive sampling analyzes the patterns and correlations between different monitors in real time, learns what's going on, and then intelligently interweaves the sensor readings of all of those devices, automatically adjusting sampling intervals for all of them in real time. So we'll look for spikes in pollutants, changes in airflow, even outdoor weather patterns to intelligently increase and decrease the sampling rate as needed. So for example, if there is a sudden spike in PM levels because Yaz decided to fry an egg at his desk, all the devices in the building might suddenly increase their sampling rate and take readings nonstop for 20 minutes to help identify the source, Yaz, and then decrease to save battery. Compared to taking one sample every X minutes, adaptive sampling allows us to massively increase battery life while actually enhancing accuracy.
Now, if you require a fixed sampling frequency for certification or research purposes, you still have the option to choose a sensor sampling method that works best for your needs. You can set that sampling method for each device, or at scale for each building, or even set rules for different countries and regions. Another benefit of the technology is that the algorithm takes battery usage from each individual device into consideration in order to distribute power consumption evenly over time. This helps synchronize battery replacement schedules across your entire portfolio. Again, another powerful feature to help streamline your maintenance efforts.
This is something that we are really proud of, and I believe will make a huge difference to our customers. And yes, you can bet we're filing all sorts of patents around this.
Now, we have to talk about the parameters that the Sensedge Go measures. To present you with a more holistic picture of your indoor environment and its impact on your occupants, the Sensedge Go measures up to 14 air quality and environmental quality parameters. Let's start with the core parameters first. PM1, PM2.5, PM10, TVOC, CO2, nitrogen dioxide, temperature, relative humidity, and atmospheric pressure. And we also provide the option to add carbon monoxide and ozone, which are highly requested by customers to meet additional requirements from multiple building certifications like WELL and Fitwel.
On top of all of the IAQ parameters, for the first time, we're also adding occupancy and light. The occupancy data is going to add so much context to your IAQ data, which ultimately gives you deeper insights into your built environment and helps you understand the root causes of any potential issues. The light sensor measures not only brightness, light levels, but also the entire spectrum of light. This is going to help you identify issues such as excessive blue light in the evenings, which can impact your sleep. Now, if you're familiar with Kaiterra, you probably know about our modular sensor design, and you're probably already a fan. And yes, the Sensedge Go features sensor modules. If you're new to Kaiterra, here's what you need to know. All air quality sensors have the potential to drift over time. They can accumulate dirt, dust, and debris on the inside. It's kind of like trying to take a photo with an old camera that you just dug out of your attic with a thick layer of dust on it. It's just not going to take a very good photo. And sensors have the same risk of taking inaccurate readings.
Air quality sensors need to be recalibrated at regular intervals. Traditionally, you'd send your devices back to the manufacturer or have someone come on site to individually calibrate each device. That's a costly and time-consuming process.
Right. So the sensors of our monitors are actually housed in these replaceable modules. So if you ever need to recalibrate a sensor, simply swap out the old module and put in a new one. It's easy, it's fast, it's incredibly cost-effective. Even toddlers can do it. And just to be sure, we asked a few Kaiterra toddlers to try it out.
Okay, that was cute. Now, another benefit of the modular design is that you can add new parameters easily by upgrading your modules. This is a great way to future-proof your buildings and comply with changing business needs, certification standards, and even legislative requirements.
Exactly. And we've designed the Sensedge Go not just to be flexible around the parameters that it can measure, but also how that data is handled. Data can go to the Kaiterra Web App for analysis, alerting, and reporting, or you can send that data to your own data lake using our API. The Sensedge Go will also be able to integrate with your BMS over BACnet IP. And this is key. In all of the default configurations, IAQ data is available every single minute, meaning it is real-time enough that you can actually use this data for controls and automation, like demand control ventilation.
Now you've heard enough of us talking about the Sensedge Go. It's time to hear from some special guests. We sent an early version of the product to a handful of industry experts. Let's hear what they have to say.
The best way that I would describe the Sensedge Go:
a wireless air quality monitor for easy installation and long battery life.
Game-changing product that will save you time and money.
Taking the plug out of plug and play.
The first cloud-powered, building-aware air quality monitoring solution in the market.
It's your everything-in-one monitor that, despite its small size, packs a real punch.
I have set up a lot of air quality monitors in my time, and I can say that based on this test case of one monitor via one gateway that I set up here, it was the easiest, most pain-free installation that I've come across.
Typical IAQ monitors in the market require a skilled technician or an engineer to install and commission on site. But Sensedge Go is different. It has a backplate that doesn't require any skill. It has an adhesive tape behind. You can just remove the tape and fix it just anywhere that you want. What else can a user ask more than this?
From a product standpoint, it's really simple, and I would describe it as dummy proof. You can take it out of the box, get it up and running, get it onto a network, put it on a wall, and be up and running very quickly and easily.
Just how fast it was to install it, I think, is also awesome. I wish everyone who experiences the setup process for the Sensedge Go experienced deploying different types of monitors, because it really blew my mind how fast it was to set it up.
Not only is the method for installation incredibly simple, and it has the replaceable sensors that we've come to know from Kaiterra, but it packs a punch with all of the necessary sensors to comply with the well requirements all inside one single machine.
The Sensedge Go is a very versatile IAQ device because it senses a host of pollutants in the indoor environment, not just the regular ones, but even those which are mandated by periodic maintenance.
This means that not only can we use the Sensedge Go to comply with the features of the air quality concept, but we can also use this as PV testing agents to replace the required on-site testing during our PV tests. And the clients will be able to use the Sensedge Go to be able to provide ongoing reporting during the recertification periods.
Another thing that I'm really excited about with this device is the bridge it potentially provides between the way we look at air quality testing and monitoring currently for buildings pursuing third-party green building certifications like LEED, WELL, Reset, Living Building. There's kind of this point-in-time monitoring that we talk about, and then there's continuous monitoring. I'm excited about the capabilities of this device because it does add some additional parameters beyond what a lot of commercial off-the-shelf monitors currently do. So it'll be great to see more information and insights from that continuous monitoring of those other components.
And also the battery life is pretty mind-blowing.
It's incredible battery life that's going to be making maintenance, especially for larger projects, incredibly less complicated.
The adaptive sampling, I think, also is a great feature that I'm excited to see play out in real life in terms of conserving battery life and improving the overall quality without quantity of data that we're getting from these devices in existing buildings.
The way that Kaiterra has brought together all of these units to now be able to work together in a network, I think is truly unique. The initial application to this to optimizing battery life, I believe, is just the beginning. This, combined with the new long-range wireless protocol, will help drive down the cost of deployment of these solutions, especially in large buildings.
Sensedge Go is about to change the way the industry views any IAQ monitor. This is a complete IEQ monitor which is high on accuracy, flexibility, and of course peace of mind for a very long time.
Kaiterra has now really innovated outside of the box. They're thinking beyond the unit itself and thinking about how they can bring together a full picture of the customer's built environment.
Indoor air quality is something that affects us all, but the technology to bring about better indoor air quality is often something that is not hitting a lot of buildings that really need it. School districts, low-income housing, public places, all sorts of places that the majority of our population in the country and the world live in.
We, as designers, advocate for these types of technologies on projects because we think it matters for ongoing operations. But sometimes it's really hard to get it across the finish line and actually get the devices in spaces. So this really helps eliminate some of our bottlenecks around that.
And I think that Sensedge Go can really advance the field by making the technology for monitoring, which is critical, more affordable, more accessible, and bring it to more buildings and be able to benefit more people.
Wow, that was amazing. Thank you so much, everyone, for sharing your feedback.
Totally. Now, one of the things that we talked about earlier was building certifications. The Sensedge Go is designed to make your life incredibly easy when it comes to these certifications. The device is Reset Grade B certified and part of the Works with Well catalog, which makes it compliant with all of the major certifications out there, like LEED, Well, Fitwel, and Reset. And finally, and this is really exciting, the Sensedge Go measures all of the parameters required by Well so that with this one device, you no longer need to call someone into your office once a year to take samples of your air and send them to a lab. The Sensedge Go can take care of your initial certification and your annual recertification requirements.
As many of you know, indoor air quality is playing an increasingly important part in green and healthy building certifications. With the recent release of LEED v5, we saw a big increase in points being awarded for continuous air quality monitoring than ever before. The WELL building standard is also constantly updating its guidelines and exploring new avenues to help projects prioritize indoor air quality.
At Kaiterra, we've worked on hundreds of WELL projects. We've spent countless hours thinking how we can make our customers' lives as easy as possible when it comes to certification. One example of that is the WELL Compliance Checker on the Kaiterra Web App, which lets you, with a single click, analyze all of your data, ensure your compliance status with the building standard, and then submit that data to the IWBI for your certification. We've heard from customers that this has saved them hundreds of hours. The Kaiterra Web App also has a ton of powerful features to help users understand, analyze, and report on their IAQ data. To dive deeper into the web app, let's hear from Dan, our customer success manager, who's going to walk you through some of the key features.
Hi everyone, this is Dan from Customer Success. My job is to help clients get more out of their IAQ projects, and I hear people say this all the time. Dan, now that we have monitors on the wall, what's next? How can I use this data to improve my indoor environment? The Kaiterra Web App is a powerful platform designed to help you convert your air quality data into insights and actions to optimize your built environment. I'm excited to give you a quick walkthrough today, so let's get started. The Kaiterra Web App, in short, is the only IAQ platform out there that allows you to both access your air quality at a 30,000 feet altitude and drill into granular details on each space and floor in your buildings. Upon login, you can see a high-level summary of your entire portfolio and how each building is performing against the targets that you set. This is great for real estate leaders overseeing multiple sites because it helps you focus on the big picture and quickly gauge how you're doing. And if you're managing a building, you can drill down from buildings to floors to even space types to get into the details and quickly locate the issues. If you have the Sensedge Go, you can also toggle here to only show air quality during occupied hours. This is enabled by the occupancy data coming from the Sensedge Go. This way, you can stay laser focused on the issues that are actively impacting your occupants when they're actually in the space. Now, our goal is to help you understand and improve your air, so we've built various analytic tools for different use cases. For example, the Space vs. Time tool provides you with a top-level summary of your building and an air quality heat map of each space. This tool will help you uncover any data patterns throughout the day, such as higher temperatures in the mornings or insufficient ventilation in meeting rooms. With the Sensedge Go, you can get a space utilization report using the occupancy data the devices provide. You can see how your space is used throughout the week or see utilization by the hour in a heat map view. When it comes to real-time data, the web app offers a bird's eye view of all of the buildings within your portfolio. You can sort buildings based on their real-time performance and click on each one for further details. You also have the option to drill into a problematic space and assess its performance over time. Of course, there are also many other useful tools like the WELL Compliance Checker, Alert Builder, as well as Kiosk View, which lets you display your summarized data using a big screen in your lobby or reception area. With the introduction of the Sensedge Go, you'll be getting quite a few new parameters. Data from all the parameters provided by the Sensedge Go can be used in the reports and the tools shown today. Another feature to highlight is the configuration of the Sensedge Go. You can customize data upload intervals and sampling intervals. By default, the Sensedge Go uses AI-powered adaptive sampling to help you optimize battery life. You can override this and choose customized sampling intervals for each parameter, and you can also choose different sampling intervals during off hours. While you customize your devices, you'll see a real-time battery life estimator, so you can work out what makes the most sense for you and minimize your maintenance work. You can create configurations device by device, or do it by floor, by space type, or by building. This is a super powerful detail. Imagine you're managing a global portfolio, and you might decide that in areas with high particulate matter, such as India, you want a shorter sampling interval for the PM sensor, so that you can react faster to issues. With the web app, you can apply this configuration to all of your buildings in India with no need to do this one by one. This gives you a ton of flexibility and allows for personalized monitoring while saving you a lot of time. There are a lot more cool details like this built into the Kaiterra Web App, but I cannot wait to talk to you when you receive your first box of the Sensedge Go. For now, I hope you find this helpful.
Thank you so much, Dan. I really like that battery life estimator that you shared. With the Sensedge Go, you can start monitoring any space in minutes. So from whatever office you're watching this event today, to whatever building or space you walk into for the rest of the week, if you truly care about your health and well-being, ask yourself this: why don't I have a Sensedge Go in here? There really should be no reason.
We are so excited about this product and can't wait to bring it into everyone's hands. Before we wrap up, I just want to take a moment to thank all of the Kaiterra team members, as well as our incredible customers, partners, and consultants who all helped contribute to this exciting new product. We truly could not do this without you. So again, thank you for being a part of this journey, and I cannot wait to share more with you. Exciting updates in the very near future.